go back to their old ways and win 30-10. Been hitting the scores.
Buffalo Bills. The Bills. All right, next game you got the Cullenmore offense led Chargers at home -2.5 against the Denver Broncos. The coach is wigging out in play. Wigging out. He doesn't wait to reporters. That's the question.
He knows he's on the hot seat. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, you got two teams going in different directions here. You got Chargers just right when you think they're not going to look any worse, they go in like win a game like 6-0. Like, can you look bad winning a game? Yeah, I guess you can. They answered that one. So that's the game of the year when I look at can you win a game very ugly, and I don't mean like a good ugly, like you've been throwing stuff and you're fighting back and forth. That's right there the hockey sport, man. That's not even. That's not football. So when I look at this, I gotta go with Denver is just more of a team right now. They're happy about what they're playing and they're not down on themselves. Coaching getting all pissed about stuff. So I have to go with Denver.
I agree. Good Denver. Lady Lieber agrees, and so does
Ooh-wee.
Next game.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job. Shout out to my man Game Time and Prime Time doing their live stream. I'm here working, and I'm checking them out, man. They're putting out some real knowledge. Game Time, he sounds like this game is going to be a blowout. You know, I've been overconfident a couple times this year, and I'm gonna be reserved. Okay, let me turn it down just a little bit. Don't want to get copyrighted. So, all week, I've been trying to get my man Philly 500. Philly is incognito. He is not talking. I've been sending him links. I got eggnog last night for my live stream. You know, I talked about Dak Prescott basically shitting on him and things. And been emailing him, text messaging him. And, you know, I'll get a few, things here and there. But not a whole lot. Finally, I sent him a message this evening and I said, man, you okay, bro? He's like, man, I'm fine. I'm great. Everything's good. I said, man, you and Eagle Nation have been awful quiet this week. He said, no. He said, man, I'm good. I'm good. He said, but this week, it's all business. He said, we're all business this week. Ain't no jokes and stuff. He said, that loss last week made me realize it's business now. And I'm trying to run a business here. So let me say this. When you say we're focusing in on business, what that says to me, and maybe I'm wrong, when I say, if I'm working at a job in a company, if I'm worried about losing my job, I'm focusing in on doing my job so I don't get canned. Right? When they say, man, I got to take care of business, it's because they're worried about losing. See, if you're not worried about losing business, you kicking back and relaxing, man. I mean, you're doing your job. You should be doing your job. But you ain't burning the midnight oil. You ain't, nose to the grindstone. We got to be serious because this week is business. So when you say, I'm focusing in on business, you're scared. You're worried. You're not taking shit for granted. You're afraid you can lose everything. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, if I've misunderstood the terminology and the definition, by all means tell me I'm an idiot, because I'm not that bright. I'm not that good looking either. And I'm old, and of course I played on special teams where I was literally the wedge buster. And if you want to understand what that is, or what that's like, you see this wall right here? This wall right here. This wall, I've plastered over. If you don't understand what plaster, this isn't like plaster of Paris. This is lime plaster. And what they do is they take the limestone and they crush it up and they heat it up and they do something to make it so it just absorbs water. And you mix it with sand, okay? Sand and water, or you mix, well, actually you just mix the lime with water and it gets like cream cheese. And then you add sand to it and it gets sticky and you throw it on the wall. If the wall is wet, like you've been getting it wet for a couple of days, it'll stick. That's where you throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks. That's it. But what happens, the process of this is it turns back to stone. So if you want to understand what being a wedge buster is, go about 10 yards that way. Put on a football helmet. Run as fast as you can into that wall. That's what I used to have to do. That shit's outlawed now. You can't have a wedge. Can't have a wedge and can't have a wedge buster. But that's how it is. The more you know, they realize, Mark Holmes, we can't have more Mark Holmeses out there. Just can't. Be that as it may, I do make mistakes. I do get things wrong. I do misspeak, and sometimes I forget things, and I attribute it to running into that brick wall. So if I'm wrong about Philly 500 focus, like he's playing the game, focus. That he has something to do with them winning or losing, and that his focus is enough to save him this week. Let me know. But to me, I just think that he's trying to make sure he's not writing any checks he can't cash. Talking to you, Philly. Talking to you. He says tomorrow he's going to be vocal. Game day. Well, I'm going to start live streaming at 1 o'clock. Got to get up early, go to Charlottesville, pick up this door for the patio back there. And then go to the store and get some meats. We're going to be having a Reuben sub. And then we're going to be doing some Jobu wings. And we're going to be watching the Dallas Cowboys try and get that W. And in the meantime, and in between time, I'm going to get these other shelving holes drilled in here and get this thing cleaned up so that way this side looks like that side. Yeah. Shout out to my boys.
Tom Reddick who boiled the game up like he did.
That voodoo doll of his, Mystic, I sure hope he's on our side because that's one scary mother humper.
With all that being
Peace.
said, I feel good about the game. I feel as good as I felt
Uh-oh.
now. At the end of the day,
He
it's
feels.
a football game. We can't have all these.
He's
We
pulled.
can't have these stupid pre-snap penalties. We just can't be stupid. We can't line
He's
up
giving his
people,
prediction.
though.
Yes,
I don't mind having a few penalties. That's just the way this game is these days. You're gonna have penalties, but let's just try and eliminate the stupid pre-snap penalties. That's just stupid.
Yeah, I'd rather
I
have
think-
smart penalties.
yeah.
Yeah, the ones where, okay,
Yeah.
you're about to get beat, they're going to beat you up the top, they're going to be a touchdown.
Sometimes you gotta pull a freaking
Smart
guy down.
penalties.
You beat you.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is.
Come on, give me the score.
But
I got to get back to work.
I like Dallas to almost do a 40 burger. I would say do a 40 burger, but I don't know that they're. Let me put it this way: if we get a
East
special
side,
team
28-3. Okay,
I
East
don't
side.
know. I'm liking Turpin to score. I just can't. I can't imagine.
Come on,
this
Brian.
special teams, but I keep seeing a punt return for a touchdown. So that could bring us to a 40, but I have it where Dallas is actually winning pretty comfortably where the Eagles now to come back, score a touchdown to a 2-point conversion. I like the final score to be Dallas 37, Eagles 31.
Okay.
Eagles make a
All right, the
comeback,
mailman has
onside
spoken.
Kick, but we win by 6.
All right, good people. They look
37,
good up on the.
31
Well, this is a
Cowboys.
42 inch.
I-
The big
I
screen's
see that
downstairs,
we're,
but
being
they look good on there.
37,
Peace.
24.